Hey, welcome back to Better Done Yourself. Today on Better Done Yourself, I'm going to make something that's going to blow your socks off. I've got something great. I just got back from the farmer's market and I found some superfoods that they were selling there. They weren't even advertising them as superfoods, but they had them right there, and they didn't even cost a lot of money. But no, seriously, the first one is honey. Raw, natural, local honey is an amazing thing to look for at your local farmer's market. By ingesting raw honey, you do your body a world of good. It's packed with antioxidants, packed with nutrition. It's sweetener, but it's natural. It's natural sugar. It's not gonna, give you that sugar boost that you'll get from white sugar and then crash later in the afternoon. Your body can actually digest this stuff, and it does your body good by eating this. They say that athletes, when they take this, it performs on a par with something like glucose, those little gel packs that you see the athletes using. This stuff's better, and it's natural. Another thing that's really great about honey is if you suffer from allergies and from the pollen, from the flowers, from grasses, all the different pollens, well, bees collect all that pollen too, and basically kind of pre-digest it and store it in the honey. And by eating the honey, you're helping your body to, basically, you're looking at, it's immunotherapy right here in this little jar of brown stuff. By doing this immunotherapy, by eating those things that you're allergic to, your body is slowly building up a resistance to the pollens from the flowers and the grasses and the trees. And with a daily dose of honey, you can start to get rid of some of those allergy effects: the watery eyes, the runny nose, the sneezing, the coughing, the scratchy throat, the postnasal drip. I know, I suffer, and I've been taking my honey, and I think it's really starting to help. It helps you sleep. One of the reasons why people wake up in the middle of the night, they can't sleep, is because they're hungry. That maybe they're dieting, or maybe they're not getting the right proper levels of different foods because of the diet they're eating. A little shot of honey before you go to bed at night, and you got enough to kind of go on, and you're not going to wake up in the middle of the night in starvation mode looking for some animal to kill so you can feed your body. Honey's amazing for its healing properties. People used to make, there's some clinics in India that actually make a compress, like a bandage, with honey, and put it on a wound or a sore or something like that, and it actually will heal because of the properties within the honey, used superficially, used topically. And in that same vein, thinking about it as a healer makes great cough syrup. Thinking about the way honey works, that just all of that intense nutrition, all those antioxidants, there's enzymes that the bees secrete and store in the honey to preserve it, and all of that works in concert with your body, and you can actually use this as a cough syrup. But wait, I know what you said. You said, wait, what's the other superfood? Garlic. Garlic is an awesome food. Garlic is a member of the allium family, like onions, leeks, garlic, scallions. Think about like when you cut into an onion and you get that it's basically a blast of sulfuric acid. It's the onion's natural defenses coming into play too. Like when that onion gets attacked in the wild, it's going to blast whatever's eating it with that sulfuric acid, and your eyes water, your head clogs up. But now in garlic, that same defense trigger takes place, but instead of that blast of sulfuric acid that really doesn't have much health benefit, with garlic you get allicin. Allicin has amazing health benefits. It, again, a great cold cure, great cold remedy. Great, they say that there's been a lot of people are doing studies on it, and it lowers your heart rate, lowers your your blood pressure, in lowering your cholesterol. Don't believe the stuff from me. Do your research. Take a look at it. You'll see that just the copious amount of research being done on garlic. I mentioned the antioxidant properties of honey. Same with garlic. Ton of antioxidants. If you're looking to flush the heavy metals out of your system, from the water sources, from the environmental effects, you get all the heavy metals in your body. Hit your garlic. Eat a bunch of garlic, and that'll help to absorb the toxic metals out of your system, and you can flush them. But we run into a quandary. You're saying eat honey, eat garlic. Don't worry. I have a solution. We can fix this. Fermentation. What better thing to ferment? Take some garlic, cover it with honey, let it ferment reduce the sugar content, the carbohydrate content of the honey, take that allicin flavor that, it is tough to eat raw. You have to eat these things raw. Did I mention that? Raw honey, fresh garlic, both from the farmer's market. Take those raw products, those organic products, let them ferment for a week, 2 weeks. The honey will kind of thin out and give you something that, doesn't stick to the roof of your mouth. The garlic will lose that intense, bitter, harsh, acrid bite and become a nice, tender, soft, delicious, kind of almost like a pickle, like a dill pickle flavor. So, super simple to make, enough talk. Let's get into the preparation of this, and we'll make something delicious. Let me show you how simple this is to put together. We're just going to use the cloves. You can kind of get in there and break it up. A little bit different than cleaning a dried garlic, just in that you don't have all those papers kind of separating things. The divisions still exist, but it's just a little tougher to get to. But you can see they come apart nicely. These are beautiful, nice big cloves. Now remember what I said about the onions and the garlic's defense mechanism? That the onions, you cut into them and they create the sulfuric acid spray in your face? The allicin's released when, they get bruised, so we got a little bit there, but otherwise we want to kind of break them up like that. And then we'll start loading up our jar. So we'll just kind of give them a little smash, get that extra paper off. Or what will be paper, I suppose. You can kind of tell the skins from the meat of the garlic here. Alright? And we'll just go through and process our garlics. Just a simple crush. That first one might have been a little dramatic, but there you go. See, just a nice break in them, and that'll kind of release the paper as well. So we'll go ahead and just work through these. Just kind of smash them with the ball of your hand, and then you can get the meat out. Now, if you can't get fresh garlic like this, yeah, of course you can get some garlic at the supermarket. Has the same properties. Garlic is garlic. It's not going to be awesome like this is going to be, but you can approximate the health benefit with what you can find in the supermarket. With the raw honey, like I said, try to find something local, and you'll really get all the benefits. But again, honey is honey, so find what you can, find the best honey you can, and use that. I was pretty excited to find this. I asked the girl that was selling it at the market this morning, and she said that the hives are actually, I looked it up on Google Maps, it's actually 8 miles from here. So I think I've definitely got the most local honey I can find. Let me work on these. I'll pause the camera, and I'll come back once I get my jar full of garlic. I think I'm going to save these stalks. These are awesome. I'm going to put these in the freezer and pull them out when the next time I make chicken broth. I think we got some awesome veg here. So these are definitely going in the freezer with the chicken broth making ingredients. Alright, next ingredient is our local honey. Now that's good. You can see all kinds of interesting things in there. You can tell they haven't pasteurized this or cooked it or processed it to death. This is going to be delicious. And you'll want to go ahead and just pour it in there. It'll sink on its own, or you can help it along. Get the air bubbles out and it'll fall right into place. And you can use it just like this, but it's not going to be delicious. It's raw garlic and honey, I don't know, each to their own. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to ferment it. So I've got my pickle pebbles. You've seen my pickle pebbles in the other videos. There's a link down below if you want to pick some of these up for yourself. But they come in a standard size and a wide mouth jar size. They're nice. You can just kind of push slightly and get that started. And just a plastic lid. And here we go. Let's let this sit for about a week or two, and we'll come back and have a nice taste test. And I think we'll be pleasantly surprised. See you in a couple weeks. And there's the finished product. So this is your health elixir. This stuff, you'll never get sick if you eat this. Just take a clove out of there with a little bit of the fermented honey. Mmm. It's really good. It's sweet still. There's still a lot of sugar in there, a lot of the honey, but the honey's almost like soaked into the garlic, and that allicin I talked about, that's gone. That attack on your tongue, that attack on your face of that raw garlic is completely gone. It's nice and sweet. No, so this is the stuff. I prescribe a teaspoon of garlic and honey like this once a day. Give it a chew, and this is delicious. This is your superfood from Better Done Yourself. Eat this stuff and I promise you, you won't get sick. There's no way. This stuff's delicious. It's real good. Spread it on pizza, brush it on some pizza, put it on vegetables, anything like that. Anything that you'd basically use honey for or even use garlic for. You basically just doubled your opportunities for using this stuff. But me, I just like to eat it plain because it's delicious and it makes me healthy and obviously gives me a lot of energy. Woohoo! Hey, thanks for watching, everybody.